Good afternoon, guys. Real quick, for those of you looking to get better performance out of your car or truck engine, give David a call at 615-854-3057, and he'll answer all your questions. And yes, you get 10% off for being from the channel. And also for those of you up in the Worcester, Massachusetts area, give Pete a call if you need your car or truck worked on. Greasy's Garage. They can fix anything you got. Let's go ahead and dig into some of the news here. So student debt cancellation already in focus amid the Biden transition team. Number one, he doesn't have to worry about any of that because it's not going to happen. Okay. The only thing that he really needs to focus on is staying out of prison. He might want to focus on cutting a deal with Trump. And then, can dead people vote? Yahoo News explains. Well, they don't have to explain. Look, tens of thousands of dead people just voted. As my buddy, he calls me up and he goes, Martin, a friend of his whose wife has been dead for 15 years, he found out, now he's from Oklahoma. His wife just voted. His dead wife just voted, walked into a poll booth in California, polling place, and voted. Yeah, he called the police. So obviously dead people can vote, but it's not legal. Chicago made it famous. Other people are really, they're taking it to heart. My guess is, I would say nationwide, we're probably looking at perhaps several 100,000 dead people that voted. And then get ready, Georgia recount is on. Georgia's Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, who really should resign, on Wednesday announced that the state will conduct a hand-by-hand recount in each county in the Peach State. Connecticut Republican wins race after it was called for Democrat. Yeah, I think that's going to end up happening a lot. Michael Moore demands Biden embrace the far left. Oh, he already has, you idiot. I'm not going to do him any good, but anyway. Abolish electoral college, push universal health care. That's what he intends to do, but it's not going to happen. Hollywood carpetbagging machine descends on Georgia. I bet. They do not want Georgia to go to Trump, but it's going to. Democrat candidate Warnock arrested in 2002 for obstructing child abuse investigation. Imagine that. And then CNN freakout. Trump not conceding could put America in danger for another 9/11. I don't think so. No. What would put him in danger for another 9/11 is to have the Democrats in control. Georgia Democrat Warnock opposed allowing Georgians to be armed for church defense, I'm sure. Trump campaign lawsuit challenges Dominion voting machine counts. Exactly. It's Feinstein. Her husband owns 60% of it, and then Pelosi's husband, he's also in on owning that. The Dominion script, that is. Pennsylvania County will count over 2,000 ballots without date. No, I think those are going to get nullified. New York City COVID positivity rate approaches school shutdown threshold. New York State will order restaurants, bars closed at 10 p.m. You know, people are really fed up with all of this BS. Really fed up. And then, and by the way, my appointment with the doctor went well today. I'm all set. I just got to do a couple of things, and then we'll be ready to go for the surgery on December 1st. And then inside the Vatican's slams McCarrick report is exercising cover-up evasion and scapegoating. Facebook and Twitter labeled 25 Trump posts in 24 hours. They are, my brother-in-law was just here with my sister, and it said that Ken was on they had posted where, remember Biden said, yeah, we've created the most inclusive fraud organization ever, voter fraud organization. It got Obama in, it's going to get me in. And then they flagged it. Facebook flagged it, and they said, no, this was they took his words out of context. And they said, no, they didn't. No, those are his exact words. Exact words. And then Biden's Arizona lead down to 12,800, 46.7 thousand outstanding still. Top pollster, 59% concerned vote by mail leads to fraud. It's actually probably higher than that. Let's see here. Report, Biden transition team absolutely stacked with big tech insiders. You know, someone who's got a little bit to be worried about, and that would be Zuckerberg, spending a lot of money on election judges. Let's see here. Georgia officials to begin statewide vote audit. Let's go ahead and let's go to Zero Hedge here. Deutsche Bank proposes a 5% work from home privilege tax. Wow. Yeah, get some more taxes in there by all means. And then there's no vaccine for a terminally ill economy. Yeah, there is. It's called Trump. What else here? Rogoff warns of dollar calm before the exchange rate storm. Let's see here. Goldman spots an early indicator. U.S. economy is rolling over due to COVID resurgence. Let's see what else here. And it's just it's all been programmed in. They have. It was already set that we were going to have another surge of COVID. Pfizer news sparks tremendous surge in trading volumes. Let's see what else here. Professor declares legal vote a racist term like handouts and personal responsibility. The term legal vote is as fictionally fraught and functionally racist as the terms illegal alien and race neutral and welfare queen and handouts and super predator. I don't think so. Get a life. Get a life. These God, good grief. And then Cohen cleans house after securing Mets purchase. New owner purges team's front office. No word on whether or not they're going to be replaced with quantitative analysts or simply just servers running algorithms. Moving on to Georgia announces hand recount as razor-thin margins persist. As they say, this might take a while. Rasberger was definitely compromised. I have to wonder if Zuckerberg didn't pay him a little bit of money. What else here? Despite vaccine promise, global COVID lockdowns could still weigh heavy on oil prices. Yeah, sure, you shut everything down. It is going to hurt things. New York imposes new COVID restrictions as cases surge. BS. Sweden bars alcohol sales after 10. Kaylee unveils 234 pages of affidavits alleging election irregularities in Michigan. Wow, that's a bunch. I don't care who you are, that's a bunch. It says, we keep hearing the drumbeat of where is the evidence. Right here, Sean, 234 pages of sworn affidavits. These are real people, real allegations signed with notaries. Europe to pay lower price for Pfizer COVID vaccine than U.S. That's wrong. That should not be. The EU will reportedly pay less than $19.50 per shot, agreed to by the U.S. Twitter censors 12 Trump posts in one day. China's biggest tech stocks suffer historic plunge as Beijing's crackdown on billionaires continues. It's not about the money, it's about the power. You know, I'm telling you, China, the communist regime is going to go down. There's a whole lot of stuff that's going to go down. And then one way or another, life in America will be the same after this. How in the world will it be possible for America to have a bright future when about half the country is going to feel like the election has been stolen from them, no matter what the final outcome is? You know, that's wrong. That is false. Number one, about 70% of us, 70 to 80% of us who voted for Trump, we know It's trying to get stolen from us. But there's about 10%. It's only 10% that voted for Biden. That's it. Biden won nothing. Nothing. What else here? Student loan debt continues its upward climb. And then forget the blue wave. JPM says the Democratic tide actually went out. Yeah, it did. It's the red wave. Let's go ahead and go to the Gateway Pundit here. So, breaking open records request finds no invoices or work orders on reported Election Day water break-in in Atlanta. Yeah, get that. Here's what we found. What really happened in Georgia when the water main reportedly broke, causing a delay in the election counting in the state. On election night in Georgia, President Trump was running away with the presidential election. Then suddenly it was reported that vote counting had stopped in Fulton County due to a water main break in Atlanta. Let's see, with that some of that $350 million that Zuckerberg put out, did that get it to stop? I think so. So, according to CBS, WVLT8 ballots in Georgia would not be counted due to a water main break. Let's see here. Nearly 40,000 absentee ballots will not be counted for the state of Georgia until at least Wednesday after a water main break, Fulton County officials said. According to officials, a water main break at State Farm Arena caused a pipe to burst. The burst pipe was discovered around 6 a.m. Counting of the ballots began at 11 a.m. And it says, tonight Fulton County will report results for approximately 86,000 absentee ballots, as well as Election Day and early voting results. These represent the vast majority of ballots cast within Fulton County. As planned, Fulton County will continue to tabulate the remainder of the absentee ballots over the next 2 days. Absentee ballots processing requires that each ballot is opened. Anyway, moving on to the fact is that it was no big deal. That's the bottom line here. And they're trying to say that it was a big deal, but it really wasn't. There was no order. There was no plumber that came out. No, nothing. It says in response to the only public records generated as a result of the alleged burst pipe that halted the counting of ballots in Atlanta, Fulton County, were a few text messages. These messages were with Senior Vice President of the Atlanta Caucus, Jeffrey Stiles, who called it a slow leak that was contained quickly, and he said the entire thing was highly exaggerated. No repair orders or work orders or invoices from a plumber associated with this burst pipe were provided. Nothing. Giuliani also filed a similar request with Fulton County Board registrations and elections, which resulted in no records being located per the response. What really happened on election night in Atlanta, and what was the real reason they stopped counting tens of thousands of absentee ballots until the next day? Yeah, it was fraud, and absolute fraud. Golly. And then what else here? Send a note of support to President Trump and his team. Let's see. Fox News hires crisis management team to handle PR over ratings crisis. You know something? They're done. Forget it. FEC Chairman Trey Traynor. I do believe there is fraud in these places. If the law is not followed, it makes this an illegitimate election. Absolutely. What else here? Tennessee Attorney General asks Supreme Court to review election process in Pennsylvania. Project Veritas releases raw and unedited audio of 2-hour coercive interrogation of USPS whistleblower Richard Hopkins by federal agents. They are not looking good at all. And then happy Veterans Day 2020. Absolutely. To all you vets out there, God bless you all, and thank you so much for your service. Thank you, guys. Let's see here. Joe Biden taunts President Trump for not conceding. Oh, Joe, that's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea. Texas social worker charged with 134 felony counts of elections fraud. And I tell you what, she won't be the only one. Former Navy AG bombshell. AI and computer vision experts reveal signature verification setting for 200,000 ballots was manually lowered to a 40%. And then Wayne Root, Vegas odds maker, says the fix was in. Trump was robbed. This election was stolen. Yes, we know. Pennsylvania's a mess. Tens of thousands of Pennsylvania ballots were returned before they were sent out. How does that happen? You don't even send them out, they're already returned? Wow. And then Brennan concerned what Trump might do in the next 70 days, calls for Trump to be removed from office. That's because he knows he's going to prison. And then F Trump, bitch. Man savagely beats up woman while her car is on fire with her husband inside. Good grief. We'll come back to that one. That is pathetic. Golly. Milwaukee trying to... Yeah, you think Soros and them are proud of that? You bet they are. They're so proud. Headboard Harris, she's proud of that. Milwaukee trying to cover its tracks after initially reporting 7 wards had more votes than registered voters. Not going to happen. Not with these lawyers. And then breaking, Rudy Giuliani confirms Dominion whistleblowers are coming forward. Awesome. Awesome. It says here, Rudy Giuliani reportedly confirmed today that Dominion software whistleblowers have stepped forward. This is exceptional news. The Gateway Pundit has been covering on the software problems in the U.S. election for several days now. And Rudy Giuliani joined Steve Bannon on Wednesday. They have witnesses from Dominion who stepped forward to testify. Rudy says Coleman has a community people, and he's got the Dominion people. And they were the ones who were the actual, not poll watchers, the actual observers who were excluded, who were lied to. 2 of them stayed behind after all the Republicans had left out. And they're the ones who got the evidence of the 100,000 votes coming in. And they have some photographs also. Wow. I tell you what. It's getting pretty real out there, guys. Pretty real indeed. And let's see, what else here? Former Michigan Trump campaign director Scott Hagerstone. Michigan GOP party leaders are not standing with Trump. And why is that? Have they been compromised? I imagine some have been. You bet. Let's see here. Michigan witnessed Detroit tabulation machines were illegally connected to the web. Pennsylvania received 10,000 contested mail-in ballots after Election Day. Best governor in America. DeSantis drafts anti-mob legislation that will allow citizens to shoot looters. Let's see here. Let's give a look here. So Scott Hagerstone joined the Trump campaign as Michigan State Director in December 2015. Upon being hired, he said, "It's a great honor to serve as Mr. Trump's Michigan State Director. He's a proven success with the leadership capabilities to accomplish what those in Washington, D.C. cannot." I believe in his message. And let's see here. Scott Hagerstone continues to be a staunch Trump supporter. On Tuesday, Scott joined Jim Hoft and TGP's attorney to discuss the latest updates from Michigan since Election Day. Scott told the Gateway Pundit that several Republican Party leaders in the state of Michigan are not supporting the Trump team in their investigation of election fraud and abuse. This is an excellent interview from a very important local leader in Michigan. Now, why wouldn't they be? Simple. Because they got compromised. That's why. Some of these people, it is so easy to compromise them, honestly. You know? I mean, and then it says a video said to be from Chicago shows a man shouting F Trump brutally attacking a woman outside of her burning car while her husband is inside. The burning car is rammed by another vehicle as a man chokes on the smoke inside. The video began going viral on Wednesday morning, but the origins are currently unclear. And so it says here, black man in Chicago beats up women while they light a car on fire with her husband inside. She says, I just want to help my husband. This is the unity they're all calling for. As the woman is brutally attacked, she pleads with the assailant, saying that she just wants to help her husband. The camera then pans to a vehicle lit on fire. Moments later, a vehicle driven by other assailants crashes into it. The man taking the video approaches the car, and the man inside can be heard saying, I don't know you. The man appears disoriented from the collision. Multiple accounts that have tweeted the video have been suspended after they gain huge numbers of views. Wow. Yeah, it's
Oh, shut up, bitch! Shut the fuck up, bitch! Don't keep killing nigga! What's up, bitch? You wanna make videos? What's up, bitch? I just wanna help my Stop kicking a bitch! Stop kicking a bitch! Burn, nigga! Burn, bitch! Burn, bitch!
wow. I tell you what, the people that are responsible, that are behind this sort of thing, they need to pay a price. This guy here, he needs to go to prison and not be let out. This guy is so messed up. But that's what we've done. We've allowed people like this to run loose. In all these cities, these sanctuary cities and stuff, they've allowed people like this to go free and to do whatever they want. And that's going to come to an end. That's the world of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. That's the world that we could have, but we're not going to. Not going to happen. That's all for now. God bless y'all and have a good day. Bye-bye, guys.